So guys, over the last 48 hours or so, we've had some explosive news regarding the next Super Mario Bros. Movie. This movie is going to be called the Super Mario Galaxy. So, I mean, this is going to be really, really interesting. They're going to be adding more characters, more distant lands, you know, different scenery, different kind of biospheres, and places that we didn't explore in that first movie. So I think a lot of Nintendo fans, a lot of people who really love the Nintendo cast of characters, they're going to be very, very interested to see where this movie potentially goes. This post here comes to us from Chris Pratt. So he says, the Super Mario Galaxy movie, April 2026. So we have a release year and a month of when this movie is supposed to come out. But in this day and age, a lot of big Hollywood movies at the moment seem to be getting delayed. So unless we hear anything else, then we can expect it in April of 2026. But you never know, it could end up being delayed. Hopefully that's not the case. But yeah, so here's the title card, the Super Mario Galaxy movie. I'm very, very interested to see what they do with this and which new characters they add in. I didn't grow up with Super Mario Bros. I didn't play Nintendo as a kid. I was more of a PlayStation kid when I was younger. So I don't have the same infatuation with the characters. I don't know all the backstory and lore like a lot of people do. But that first Super Mario Bros. Movie, man, the animation was crisp, it was beautiful, it was vibrant, it was really well done. Illumination, the same company behind the Minions, they do a fantastic job when it comes to their animated movies. They really, really nailed down the formula to make their movies look really, really amazing. And I'm sure they're going to do the same with this film as well. But I just want to remind you guys how well that first Super Mario Bros. Movie did. Then what we'll do is we'll go over and start talking a little bit more about this new Mario Galaxy movie after. So, if we check out the numbers here, the Super Mario Bros. Movie obviously came out in 2023. Domestically at the box office, it made $574 million. International box office was $784, so it did better overseas than it did in the States. And it made a worldwide box office total of $1.3 billion, which is insane. A Super Mario Bros. Animated movie made $1.3 billion. It just goes to show how beloved this franchise is, these characters, Super Mario, and the Nintendo cast of characters. I mean, people absolutely loved it. And like I said, because their animation was done so well, it just hooked people and hooked their imagination. Word of mouth spread, more people went to see it, and the movie did incredibly well. So no wonder they're, thinking about making more of these movies. It absolutely makes sense. And also, if we look at the Rotten Tomatoes, there is a bit of a discrepancy here between the critics and the audience. But ultimately, the audience is what matters. They're the ones who pay for the tickets. They're the ones who make the box office at the end of the day. So the audience is obviously more important. But the tomato meter was at 59%. And then the popcorn meter, which is the audience score, 95%, and that's from 10,000 verified ratings. So people actually saw the movie. We can verify that. So 95% for the audience score. That's pretty damn incredible. For every 10 people that watched it, basically 9.5 people enjoyed it, which, I mean, you can't really get much better than that, apart from 100%. But yeah, so it did very, very well box office, and it did very, very well with the popcorn audience score as well. So, moving on to this, from discussing film, we have confirmation of the cast coming back from that first original Super Mario Bros. Movie. So we have Chris Pratt, Charlie Day, Anya Taylor-Joy, and Jack Black will all return for the Super Mario Galaxy movie. I mean, I really, really love this cast list. I really do. Chris Pratt, amazing. Jack Black, one of my all-time favorite actors. This guy can do everything. He can act, he can sing. The guy can just do everything. I think he's got so much talent. Anya Taylor-Joy, obviously, she's just absolutely stunningly beautiful. She's a great actress. And Charlie Day, he's great as well. I mean, he just elevates everything he's in. And this is a really great cast list, and they really knocked it out the park with getting this cast here. Jack Black as Bowser again. Guess originality isn't in the budget. I'm gonna be real with this Mario Galaxy sequel. With the OG cast, it's gonna slap harder than Bowser's fire breath. So we've got someone there who's happy about the OG cast coming back. Yeah, I mean, they did a great job to keep that original cast and keep them coming back. I mean, it worked so well in the first movie, so if it ain't broke, don't fix it, as they say. Okay, so with that down, let's move on to this Game Fragger article. Let's go down and read a bit of information into what we could expect from this upcoming movie. So, the sequel to the Super Mario Bros. Movie is going beyond the Mushroom Kingdom. During Friday's Nintendo Direct presentation, Nintendo confirmed that the title of the sequel to Illumination's 2023 animated blockbuster film will be the Super Mario Galaxy movie. The announcement confirms speculation that dates all the way back to the original film, when Princess Peach mentions, quote, "There's a huge universe out there with a lot of galaxies." Yeah, I mean, we have so much room for expansion here with new biomes, new characters. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I mean, there's just unlimited possibilities as to where you can go, the characters you can include, and I think they're going to do something really, really special with this. I think they need to take a leaf out of what they're doing with Sonic, the Sonic franchise, where like every movie that comes out, they kind of introduce like 1 or 2 new characters, and it gets people more and more excited because for every movie that comes out, the roster is kind of getting expanded. Rather than expanding it too quickly and then having kind of that issue where you run out of characters. Expand it by a couple of characters for every movie that comes out and keep it exciting, keep it fresh, and that way you won't run out of characters too quickly either. Okay, so the title of the sequel was also leaked ahead of the Nintendo Direct when fans spotted that NBC Universal had registered domains that pointed to Super Mario Galaxy being the title. Yeah, I mean, this is the thing, isn't it? When you have eagle-eye fans who keep up to date with like the business end of all of this kind of Hollywood stuff, whenever a big company registers a trademark, whether it's with technology, movies, a TV show, whatever it may be, I mean, if they're registering a domain name or like some sort of trademark or copyright, it gives us a massive indication as to what may be coming down the pipeline for whatever the case may be, like technology or a movie or a TV show. So it does get spoiled to a point. So Nintendo has shared some casting announcements, which we already went through, so I'm not going to bother to go through that again. We've got Keegan Michael Key as Toad, Kevin Michael Richardson as Kamek. There was no mention of Seth Rogen or Fred Armisen returning as Donkey Kong or Cranky Kong, respectively. So we don't have confirmation of Seth Rogen or Fred Armisen returning as Donkey Kong or Cranky Kong at the moment, although I do expect they'll pop up at some point. And then we have the teaser there, which we've been kind of looking at as we've been talking. So what kind of adventures do you think Mario and his friends will have in space? This movie will be the main event of the Super Mario Bros. 40th anniversary, teased Nintendo Shigeru Miyamoto. So it sounds like if it's going to be the main event of their 40th anniversary, then it sounds like it's going to be something big, like a big event type movie. And I'm sure they're going to have some special plot MacGuffins and devices in this movie that's really going to get the fans, excited. So details about the film's plot still remain largely under wraps, although Illumination's co-producer Chris Melandri did note that the Super Mario Galaxy games are the core inspiration of the upcoming movie. It will feature surprises for fans of every Mario era. So there you go, guys. If you're super familiar with the Super Mario Brothers Galaxy games, then you may have an inkling as to what's coming up in this movie. I mean, just look back at those games. It's the core inspiration, like it says here. So that will give you a big insight as to what may be appearing within this movie plot-wise. So just keep that in the back of your minds. So let's just go down here quickly. So as we celebrate Mario's 40th anniversary, it's an opportunity to reflect on the 4 decades of creativity, imagination, and adventure that Mario has brought to life for fans across generations and around the world. That's just PR speak, so I'm not going to bother going into that. Our directors, Michael Jelenic and Aaron Horaf, along with the extraordinary team of artists at the studio in Paris, are very busy working to deliver a film that inspires to earn its place in the history we're here to celebrate. Okay, the Super Mario Bros. Movie was a monumental success, like we kind of already talked about. It grossed more than 1.3 billion worldwide, which still blows my mind. Highest grossing animated film of 2023, and the first film based on a video game to surpass the $1 billion mark. Yeah, that's a very good point. I never actually thought about that. The first ever video game movie to pass $1 billion. That's a pretty high accolade for any movie to get. The Super Mario Galaxy movie will hope to achieve that same success or better when it releases on April 3rd, 2026. I think it will have a hard time passing 1.3 billion. I mean, how many movies in the history of Hollywood have ever passed 1.3 billion? It's like less than 50. I think there's less than 50 movies in the $1 billion club. So, I mean, passing $1 billion in itself is a remarkable achievement for any movie. You think of the thousands and thousands of movies that come out, across the decades, and only like 50 to 60 are in that $1 billion club. So, it's a very slim chance, but you never know. If the first movie can do it, then the second movie might have all the more chance as well. But there we go, guys. So that's kind of all the up-to-date information at the moment. We don't have any plot details, but it says the core inspiration is being taken from the Mario Galaxy games. So, you know, make of that what you will, and you may be able to kind of figure out a little bit where this movie may be going. But guys, jump into the comment section. Let me know what you think about this. Are you excited for the Super Mario Galaxy movie? Did you enjoy that first movie as well? And just leave your thoughts, comments, and opinions, and any theories you may have about this upcoming Galaxy movie. Would love to hear what you have to say. So jump in the comment section and leave your thoughts there as always. Thanks so much for being here. Make sure you hit the like button before you leave. Consider becoming a subscriber as always to help support the content if you haven't done so far. But more importantly, make sure you hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of our content in the near future. And with that down, I will see you guys in the next video.